What's up, guys? Curse My Creed here, back with you for Picks on the Bluff coverage of NCAA Week 6. Now, last week, let's go over a little bit of what I got right and what I got wrong. See, got that right. The Missouri pulled up the upset on South Carolina, which was fabulous in my opinion. I did pick that game wrong, but I will take the loss. See. Win. I did get most of these right. I did lose the Duke-Miami game, but that was a toss-up. And then Boston College lost to Colorado State. So, that's pretty much it. Where did I write the standings? The standings as of Week 6, going into Week 6, I'm still last. So, I gotta get my picking skills better, and hopefully everybody else starts sucking. But if you want to see the full standings, go to our, what's this on the table? Go to our Facebook page, link is in the description, and you can keep up with all the content. But let's go ahead and get to Week 6 to our games of the week. Starting out on Thursday night, Arizona goes to the number 2 Oregon State, well, not Oregon State, but just Oregon Ducks. Both these teams are undefeated. Now, I could possibly see an upset, but I don't think the high-powered offense of Oregon is going to lose to Arizona. So Oregon does get the win here. We have a Friday night game this week. Utah State goes to visit number 18 BYU. This should be an easy game for BYU, but you can say that you say that, and then the team that you say is going to be an easy win over, they could win. So I'm not going to put Utah State out of this game, but I'm going to pick BYU. Going into our Saturday games, the full lineup. Happy October. Today is October 1st of the recording, so happy breast cancer awareness. If you're playing your Madden or whatever, go check out your bundles, if you know what I'm meaning. So our Saturday games, Wake Forest goes to number 1 Florida State. Wake Forest is about the weakest team in the ACC right now, so I'm going to pick Florida State over Wake Forest. The college game day game of the week, and whatever you want to call it, this is what college game day is going to be. Hey, Black Cat. October, we got a black cat. So, number 3, Alabama goes to visit number 11, Ole Miss. Now, this should be a high-powered game, a high-scoring game if the defenses don't show up. But we're going to have to go with the number 3 Alabama Crimson Tide here, just because I think they're just a little bit better than Ole Miss. I'm not saying Ole Miss is a bad team, but they're just not in caliber with Alabama quite yet. Another top 25 matchup. Number 4 Oklahoma faces number 25 TCU, who is finally back in the top 25 after about 2 years. I'm still going to have to stick with the higher ranked team, Oklahoma here. I haven't seen TCU play yet this year. That's pretty much why. And I've seen Oklahoma, outpower some teams. See, it's October. We have a black cat. What are you doing, cat? Next up, we have another top 15. Get out of the way, cat. Another top 15 SEC ranked matchup. Number 15 LSU travels to number 5 Auburn. The last time these two teams met, I'm thinking LSU beat Auburn. I'm not quite sure, but so don't quote me on this. I'm gonna have to stick with Auburn here. The way LSU lost to Mississippi State, it was, I'm not saying anything bad about LSU losing to Mississippi State, but I'm going to have to go with Auburn on this one. I'm going to have bad luck today. Just know it. And then the final top 15 SEC ranked matchup this week is number 6 Texas A&M at number 12 Mississippi State. Mississippi State's already pulled up one upset this year, and I'm going to pick them to pull off another upset this year. Mississippi State is just looking grand. They're in the top 15 by just beating LSU, and then they beat somebody and jumped 3 more spots. You can't tell with the BCS this year. I hope you like a view of a cat. But I think Mississippi State is going to pull an upset this week. Again, tail's in the way. Tail is in way. Go. Alright, number 7 Baylor at Texas. This should be a very easy game for Baylor. They're another team with a high-powered offense, like not as big as Oregon, but Texas is 2-2 right now. I'm gonna have to go with Baylor. Utah at number 8 UCLA. What can you say? UCLA is going to win this. It's you know, what more can you say? They're West Coast teams. Another top 15 matchup. This is just the week for you might want to pick upsets, you might not. It's just one of the best weeks of the season so far. We got number 14 Stanford at number 9 Notre Dame. Notre Dame is wanting to beat Stanford, but I don't think they will. I think Stanford is going to come into it's not the Big House. I don't know what their stadium is called, but they're going to beat Notre Dame again. They always beat Notre Dame from what I remember. So Stanford beats Notre Dame, pulls off an upset. Bye, Cat. Another top 20 matchup. Number 19 Nebraska at number 10 Michigan State. Michigan State finally getting back into the top 10. But they won't stay there long because Nebraska is going to beat Michigan State. So, what else can you say? The Big Ten teams. Big Ten is not a great, in my opinion, it's not a great conference to be in. Another SEC matchup, Vanderbilt at number 13 Georgia. Georgia getting the win over Tennessee last week. I think even though they sometimes have problems with Vanderbilt, I don't think they'll have that much. Todd Gurley in the backfield, just give it to him, and if that doesn't work, try to throw it. If Bobo will, pay attention to what's going on in the game and try to, mix it up a little bit, not just hand off, but throw a little bit if the run's not working, then go back to the run. So Georgia gets the win. Arizona State, who was ranked and got upset. Well, not really, but I don't think they should have fell out of the top 25 in my opinion. But they will face USC, number 16. I think USC gets the win. Right now they're on a roll after coming off the loss to Boston College. Number 17 Wisconsin at Northwestern. Wisconsin, run-heavy offense. They had trouble with South Florida last week, but I don't think Northwestern will give them that much trouble. So Wisconsin wins. Another Big Ten matchup. We got number 20 Ohio State at Maryland. I'm gonna pull another upset here. Maryland. It's just they're rolling on the river right now. But so Maryland beats Ohio State and hopefully knocks them out of the top 25. Because somebody needs to do it. Iowa State at number 21, Oklahoma State. Iowa State they're weak. Oklahoma State gets the win. SMU at number 22, East Carolina. If you knock the camera over, Cat, I'm going to be mad. East Carolina will get the win. SMU hasn't won yet, so enough of that. Texas. And our last top 25 matchup, Texas Tech at number 23, Kansas State. Kansas State is, they're stronger than Texas Tech, so I like Kansas State in this one. And now to our quick picks, our ACC, SEC unranked matchups. First off, on Friday night, Louisville at Syracuse. Louisville is just a better team than Syracuse, and Syracuse is weak. So Louisville wins. Virginia Tech at North Carolina. North Carolina lost to Clemson last week, but it was a big, I'm not saying it was a big loss, it was a shootout, let's just say that. But I'm going to go with North Carolina in this one. Speaking of North Carolina State is traveling to Clemson this week. Both these teams almost upset the number 1 Florida State Seminoles, so this should be a great game to watch, but I'm going to have to go with my team Clemson. Miami of Florida at Georgia Tech. They're playing in Atlanta, but I'm going to say Miami, Florida wins this one. Pittsburgh at Virginia. Pittsburgh is coming off 2 straight losses and to 2 teams they should have beat. So I'm going to have to go with Virginia, who is actually winning. SEC now. Florida at Tennessee. Tennessee almost beating Georgia last week with a shocker. Well, it shouldn't have been that close of a game if Georgia would have played right. But I'm going to go with Tennessee to beat Florida. And finally, South Carolina goes to Kentucky. South Carolina getting upset by Missouri and getting shot all the way out of the top 25, which in my opinion rules. But South Carolina does beat Kentucky. So that's it for College Week 6. Please, as always, check out our Facebook for our videos so you can see when they exactly go up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. And stay tuned for NFL Week 5. So I'm your host, Kirsten Monk Reed, and we'll see you later.